Hello, and welcome back to P, True Philosophical Story. I'm Erin Locke, and today is the tale of Tyler Jones, the famed Chinese room man. Tyler first rose into international prominence in 2008 by negotiating a successful trade between the United States and China. He is the author of the New York Times bestseller, Learn Chinese in 4 Easy Steps. Tyler is never to be found without his signature item, the Chinese room. When he has to translate, he goes inside the room to achieve total quiet, and emerges with a flawless transition from Chinese to English. But recent accusations have surfaced questioning the validity of Tyler's method. In his new book, John R. Searle accuses Tyler of misrepresenting his knowledge of Chinese. P correspondent Mahogany Turin sat down with Jones for an exclusive interview.
So Tyler, I think it's time that you finally come clean and tell us how the Chinese room really works.
I suppose you're right. It's funny, I never thought I'd do this, but so I go into the room with the Chinese that I'm translating, and there's this huge book in there. It's got every Chinese symbol, every sentence, so I consult the book and I come out a few hours later with the perfect translation of the Chinese.
Are you meaning to say that you never understood Chinese?
Oh, let's not jump to conclusions here. I never said that.
But you would say that you understand English, right?
Perfectly.
But the way you understand English isn't the same way that you claim to understand Chinese. And all you're doing is flipping through a book of characters and symbols.
I understand perfectly. It passes the Turing test. The room itself passes the Turing test, which means that it can think and understand Chinese. Now, I'm sorry, but if your dad's test just isn't good enough to prove your point...
Look, just because it doesn't pass my father's test doesn't mean jack. I'm my own woman, and clearly you don't understand Chinese. And that means the Turing test is wrong.
But the system understands Chinese. The room as a whole understands Chinese. So why are you attacking me?
Because you're wrong. I mean, the way you understand English isn't the same way you claim to understand Chinese, because you're just processing characters or processing ones and zeros. I mean, to truly understand it, you need some sort of intentionality.
Intentionality? What do you mean by that?
I mean, like the way a brain can be thinking something. The way that you understand English is when you hear words in English, they conjure up symbols in your head. You're not able to do that with Chinese.
But scientists have created robots that can mimic human conversation.
Yeah, but they still don't have any sort of intentionality. You don't have to believe in mind-body dualism to think
Listen, Toots. The system understands Chinese. The room itself understands Chinese. I understand Chinese.
Tyler, I think it's time you've come clean. Did you ever really know Chinese?
No, I never understood Chinese at all.
It's okay.
Well, there you have it, folks. It's possible to pass the Turing test and still not really understand. Next week on P, True Philosophical Story, the shocking tale of a girl raised in an all-gray room from birth, forced by her cruel parents to learn neuroscience. Mary speaks out about her experiences with the color red. Until then, stay philosophical. This is Erin Locke, signing off.